What's the deal, family? Peace, power, light, and love. It's your boy, TheHoodShaman. Back again with another video. I have to Palo Santo down the room real quick for the blessings to come on in, for the uplifting of the spirit. And, before we start this video. So, today is going to be a slapping video. Got a little more spirits. Yes, indeed. All right, now, what we got? All right, 2 weeks, no smoking review. So I'm pretty sure it's been 14 days now. I'm never actually keeping up with the days because I'm just so focused on the actual journey of it all. And but it has been a great journey nonetheless. I'm feeling amazing right now. It's almost unexplainable, but I'll do my best to explain. So we are on day, I'm assuming 14, probably could be 15, who knows. I'm just having fun being this far along because I'm so proud of myself. I didn't even, like 3 weeks ago, I didn't know I'd be here today, you know. We also, as you can see, we're trying out a new angle today. That's a painting behind me that I did a while back. Maybe we could fill this wall up pretty soon, and then, you know, that'd be pretty dope. I have my index cards here, and we're going to start off first with the 2 weeks no smoking review. What I've noticed within these, you know, being at the 2 week mark, I have no desire to smoke weed, like none at all. It's no, even if I smell, I thought that maybe I would if I smell somebody else smoking, but I just passed that test last night. So, you know, I was in the studio with my boy, and there was a weed smoking there, and I wasn't tempted at all to smoke weed. So that's that. I did smoke a mugwort blunt. Mugwort is spelled M-U-G-W-O-R-T. It's a spiritual herb, or a dream herb, if you will. I could explain what it is, but it's not that important. You could just do your own research on it. You know, most people in the spiritual field that's consider themselves a shaman probably has indulged in mugwort at some point in time, whether it's the tea or whether they've smoked it. But yeah, I have no desire to smoke weed. So that's awesome. I thought maybe I would. Part of me want to do like an edible sometimes, but we're gonna keep it going hard for now, because like I said, I'm not only doing this for myself, but I'm doing this for all of us. So and I'm gonna keep soldiering through this thing. I will say it's much more easier at this point. At this point, there's pretty much not even an obstacle in front of me that I can identify as an obstacle. Procrastination is not even a thing anymore. Like, I don't procrastinate so much to the point, or I'm a non-procrastinator at this point, so much to the point where even when I think about like if I was smoking weed, I almost can't even think of the time that would be a good time for me to even smoke weed nowadays. Like nowadays, as I'm handling all my stuff, because I'm not procrastinating on things, my day feels more full because I'm just attacking things all throughout the day. you know. So I feel like I don't even have time to smoke, even if I wanted to, you know, unless it's like the end of the day. And so I'm extremely happy about that. It almost feels like an answered prayer. Yeah, so procrastination is not even a thing anymore. Also, I've been experiencing like random feelings of euphoria here and there. Just randomly throughout the day, I'll get extremely happy. And I think that's due to me being extremely proud of myself. In fact, I know it's that reason that definitely adds to the euphoria when I just think about how difficult this was for me at one point, and then where I am now, and it's only been 2 weeks, and it just makes me want to keep going hard, you know. So I have those feelings coming in from time to time, or maybe like like random feelings of nostalgia. I guess because I haven't been smoking for a while and I'm more sober. Not that I won't drink wine from here in time, or just alcohol, period. Sometimes I will, but I've never been that big of a drinker anyway, except for when I was in the military. Go Army, you know. But nah. So I have these little feelings of nostalgia every now and then. It's made me feel like a kid, I guess, like back when I was a kid, back when, of course, when I wasn't smoking. So I think that's just what it is. I have maybe because I haven't smoked in a couple of weeks, certain parts of myself that I used to feel when I was a kid, those things are just coming back to me a little bit. And so yeah, that's a really dope part of this is this experience, this 2-week journey, which we don't know how long it's going to be in total, but so far it's been 2 weeks, and so far so good. I have no desire to stop or relapse, and I know that I'm not going to relapse. Like at this point, I truly know it. Let's see. It's also been much easier for me to establish newer and better habits, you know, to replace that smoking habit that I had. And so I've been working out a lot more. I've been more willing to work out. I've even been more willing to eat healthier. Now, I'm not sure if that's from me not smoking, or that could be ascension symptoms. We'll get into that later. Ascension, just for anybody who's looking for a quick definition, is what we're all currently going through spiritually right now. Everybody is upgrading spiritually, like iPhones. Like how iPhones do. iPhones have a update, and they have new features within them that they can that we have access to. We're also gaining access, all of us, new access to different features of ourselves as we ascend. And so in this ascension process, you get to experience those features by clearing out your vessel. And so and you know, if you're on the path to self-mastery, then you'll probably will get to experience more of those features than the person who's procrastinating on leveling up, or you know, being their best self, or putting their best foot forward. So but we're going to talk about that later. But it's been much easier for me to establish better habits, and you know, discipline. You know, I guess, you know, in turn with that, discipline has been getting easier. So discipline doesn't even feel like a job anymore at this point. Although I'm not at my ultimate desire, like discipline self yet, but I'm loving everything that's going on. I'm trusting the process, and I definitely notice this discipline is like slipping its way into my life, almost past my notice, like past my awareness. It's just kind of happening, you know. And because ever since I've quit smoking, I've just been having this desire to just level up to another level, and being disciplined is kind of almost becoming more fun than feeling like a job for me right now. So yeah, discipline is getting easier. And shit, let me tell you something. I am the most undisciplined nigga I know, or I was the most undisciplined nigga I know my whole life. I couldn't get myself to go do something I needed to do. Never. I was too nice to me. I was my best friend and my worst enemy. I let me do whatever, you know. So but now I am my own coach. I can hear my higher self talking to me and guiding me and leading me. I have much better communication with the universe. And the last thing probably I've noticed was a faster manifestation rate, you know, due to vibrating higher. I've been noticing that. And I guess that's due to less procrastination. You know, because I'm vibrating higher, I'm more down to go attack whatever it is that needs to be attacked. And it doesn't feel like obstacles. It just feels like, oh, this is something that we could be getting done. And then I get excited about it more so than like, oh, man, this is something I got to do. You know, so it's lit, man. It's lit. I never thought that I'd see myself here this soon. I knew I was gonna get on my shit one day to like striving to just be my best self. Cause since I was a kid, I've wondered what that looked like. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna go too hard with the weed smoking topic, cause you know this is starting to become a cakewalk. And so I'm thinking, should I do the part 2 to my hair care? Cause you know the most recent video, I was showing you guys, showing the fellas rather how to take care of their braids. I assume women already know how to take care of their hair, but if you found something helpful out of it, then you know, if a woman found something helpful out of that video, maybe she has a son or something, or you know. Then that's awesome. You know, more power to you. Maybe I will do that real quick to show you guys some quick little, just so I could call it part 2. You know, yeah. Let me go get those real quick. I'm just going to show you the shampoo and the shampoo and the conditioner that I use. I think I showed you guys my scalp oil on the last video. So I'll just make this real quick. I'm just gonna show you before I even do that. If you're using Shea Moisture, you're probably headed in the right direction. Or Cantu Shea Moisture. Yeah. I would probably say those 2 products means that you're heading slightly in the right direction. Let me show you guys what I use. So this is just my shampoo and my conditioner. I'll show you guys. Thank God it's natural. TGIN. They're roughly about $20 a bottle. Sometimes you can get them, it depends on where you get them from. Some places will have them for 17 or 16 something, but it's anywhere between 15 to 20 bucks. And this is the conditioner. Thank God it's natural. And they got all type of different scents and different ones, and they all hit. So that's what I use. I'm not sure what you need for your hair, but yeah, I just have to get y'all the game on that one real quick. Matter of fact, since we're talking about hair, let me go ahead and let the dogs out one time, man, while we chilling. I'll be keeping them on a leash. And so yeah, so the second part of this video, I wanted to talk about the the spiritual attack on humanity right now. I don't think that a lot of you are aware of what's going on currently, but shit is not sweet right now. Shit is not sweet out here right now. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but there's been a lot of changes, energetic changes that has been taking place for the past 5 to 10 years now. And I'm sure you all know that things are not the same from 5 or 10 years ago. Things just felt different back then. There's a lot of information being revealed right now. A lot of people, some people are not, half of the people aren't handling the information well. And some of those people who aren't handling it well are going crazy. The other half of them are becoming depressed. Then you have another half that is handling it pretty decently, and they're kind of staying out of the way from people who aren't handling it well. And let me just say, if you don't have any type of spiritual awareness or spiritual hygiene or spiritual defense, you're susceptible to attack. And you could walk around like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. It's not going to happen to me. Perfect. Because that's what they want you to believe. So that way you don't defend yourself from the attack. I can give an example, but if you don't understand that, then I don't know. But if someone's attacking you and you don't know it, isn't that the best way for them to attack you? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's a lot of brain fog going on right now. The driving is the traffic in Los Angeles is probably the worst it's ever been right now, due to brain fog. Brain fog is coming from all of the attacks that are happening all at once on humanity, coming from the foods, the air, the technology, like the TV shows, your phone, stuff like that. So you have no balance, then you're going to be, in these times, your mind is going to be scrambled and you're not going to know what's what. You're going to be at a green light waiting on somebody else to drive before you start, before you feel like it's okay for you to drive, because people are becoming more unsure of themselves, because they have no defense, they have no awareness to what's going on, due to them literally just believing everything they see on TV, which is one of the things that is attacking them. So we have to fight back against brain fog. You do that by eating healthy, exercising. One of the biggest things that will help you is detoxing or fasting. You need to do a heavy metal detox. All of you, all of us. You need to do a parasite cleanse. You need to do it. I'm not telling you to go vegan, but you need a balance. And if you're leaning too far to doing one thing and not doing the other, you're not balancing your trashy diet with a cleanse here and there or a fast, then you're throwing yourself into the trash. And that's why you may be feeling like shit in these times. So it's time to wake up. It's time to start protecting yourself, especially if you have kids, because you have a responsibility to protect them as well. Yeah, man, it's a spiritual attack on humanity due to the ascension process that's happening for all of us. Evil spirits want you to flunk because they know graduation is near. And you have to stay on your P's and Q's. It's really not that hard. But to each their own. I know every different thing that we have to go through can be harder than other people, or it could be harder for you than it is for other people, or easier. But it must be done either way. You're being attacked and you must save yourself, unless you don't care about yourself being saved. But yeah, they're trying to stop you because they know graduation is near, and if they can flunk as many students as possible, then those students get to help them out with their agenda. The only way to fight this is to just work on being your best self. Most of everything else will fall into place from there. Once you become a clean cup, a full cup that runneth over, you're in a greater position. You're in the perfect position to now give. And you, because your cup runneth over, you have enough to give to multiple cups that may not have as much as water in their cup as you have in yours. So, yeah. Another thing is, man, alone time is extremely important right now in these times. If you've been isolated for reasons that you may be beyond your understanding, trust the process. That typically means that God has a higher calling for you. And you may not know what it is. So go ahead and trust that process. A lot of the chosen ones are forced to be in solitude right now because it's necessary for their growth. So, yeah. Don't be afraid of being alone. Learn how to fall in love with that process and just fall in love with it. Once you're all the way in love with it, it'll be your most favorite thing to do. I'm alone 90% of the time, and I absolutely love it. I love it. I almost hate when phone calls come in sometimes, but I'm working on it. So I have to, this is why I've been getting back outside more, to not be overly one way, but and just, to stay balanced. And so, but alone time is extremely important. If you're going out all the time and you're not, and then your only alone time is with you and your phone, that's not alone time. Alone time is you spending time with you, yourself, and you. Put everything else down. You probably don't even know who you are anymore because you're too outward. What's inside of you is focusing on the outside world too much, and you forgot who you are, and that's what's leading you to be this stressed out. So let's spend some time with yourself. Remember who you are. Love yourself, and start you a self-love routine or a self-care routine. It's a great time for that right now. Alone time is extremely important if you're trying to avoid